Hello,
We're
welcome.
gonna do a level up battle.
That sounds good.
Fireworks. How does that work? It's daytime.
Phoebe, they're
Your attention,
excited.
please.
Don't,
Level
don't
up
make
battles
quite
will begin
excited.
shortly. All participating fighters should make their way to the Fossil Stadium for The Fossil Stadium is very small. Like, considering how many people fit in there in the actual battle area, there's not that many.
True.
Like, it's not that big, but apparently it is. Also, it's like an open air, like, thing. This counter looks like the denture shark teeth.
It really does. It looks like it's just stretched out.
First was the cleaning test. Okay. Hello, clean. With the floor.
Hello, clean.
Alright.
We meet again.
I should hurry up and get that upgraded hammer, huh?
You know, maybe.
I'll have to do that before the next bunch of episodes, cause I should not be doing level up things with that.
With what?
With just the normal hammer, because it's eventually gonna get up to like 80, 90, whatever, over 90 points or something, and it's
Could be
gonna.
really hard to do. It's understandable.
Like, it's possible, but it's like a little risky and whatever.
A little risky and whatever.
It's like it's time, man. Like, I would probably be a lot closer to being done right now with that upgraded hammer. I do not have that much left.
Well, you know, you do what you can, and you're doing fairly well. You got 27 seconds. You're doing okay. Don't forget his tooth.
Yeah. Alright.
You did it.
I heard it a lot, but I didn't care at that point because I already got it.
Smashing.
Oh, I need to go in and show you what happens when you, like, just completely massacre a fucking fossil because the noise.
This is like go nuts on it.
Yeah, I can do it with, like, a max fossil.
Who are
3
you gonna
battles.
fight?
Who the fuck?
Are we gonna fight the ghost pirate?
No.
Okay.
So, there's 3? Who the fuck are the 3? What?
Holt, and Holt.
Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. That was the wrong button. Don't tell it all to me again. Onto that button. Yes.
That's a good but 17 hours.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Almost click no.
I do that all the time. Hey, okay, how often when you play games do you save the game and then follow that up with immediately saving the game again?
I do that a lot, actually. Mostly with Pokemon games. Who the
Yeah.
fuck are you? Who are you, Eli?
It's Eli.
How's your
You
sister?
know.
Sorry.
No, it's fine.
You get it though, right?
I get it.
Yeah.
No one else on the internet gets it.
We had a friend, Eli. I forget how you knew him, but I knew him from school.
I've known him for my entire life.
How did you?
Because
how
we
did
were
you,
childhood friends.
How did you meet? Because I just knew him from school, and then somehow you knew like everyone I knew at
Oh,
school.
yeah, I
This
knew
guy's
him.
cool.
I knew him and that is really cool. He's got like Spider-Man on his legs.
Well, it's a crown, actually.
It's Spider-Man.
It's a crown.
It is a crown. I met him and basically whoa, hold on, go back. That's
I get it. Anyway, continue.
It's got a little purple beard. Anyway,
Continue.
so I met him and this is extremely boring Let's Play content. I'm sorry, but I met this friend through I think my church. church, the first church I went to.
That would probably make the most sense.
Yeah, because I met him and I met a bunch of other people through that, and then we were at that place for a long time. And that's kind of how I met that whole group. And then they all went to your school.
Yeah.
But I didn't.
Yeah, you went to public school.
Yeah.
Shitty public school.
Yeah.
Public school sucks.
It's bad.
It's terrible.
The
like,
only good
for
thing
more
is you
than...
meet people, that's it.
Yeah, but it's awful. The people are awful, the teachers are awful, you don't learn shit.
Dude, I
like,
can tell,
what,
dude,
like,
if you think you've had bad teachers,
didn't have bad teachers, my teachers were cool.
Well, you went to friggin'
I went to a private Christian school where the teachers actually cared about you.
I went to a public school, and in my public school, I swear to God, in my high school, I didn't have a single good English teacher. I had, my first year, I had an English teacher who she wasn't mean, she just was incompetent, and I'm not being mean by saying that.
No,
like,
I'm sure.
Why? Like, I'm not, it's having some loading problems. I'm not, like, trying to be mean by saying that, but, like, she legit just didn't, like, I think something was wrong, because there was one day where a kid literally hid under his jacket, and he just sat in his seat, laid his head on the table, and threw a jacket over him and was like, I'm invisible. And the teacher literally, legitimately did not see him the whole class.
Oh my god.
She had some problems. My second year, my English teacher was a teacher who was not qualified to teach. She did not have her master's. She did not have her
public
degrees.
school does that a lot.
You want to know how she got her position?
Yeah.
And this is not, like, this is legit. Everybody knew this because this got out. She legitimately got her job through sexual favors with superiors in the school district.
Yeah, I'm sure I'd believe it.
It was bad. It was real bad. And here's the real funny thing.
Can I title this episode "Sexual Favors"? By the way, because
yes, you can.
That would be great.
People will be like, "What the hell happened?"
Anyway.
So, my second year teacher, the same one, also is someone who was so bad and so incompetent as well, but she was more mean incompetent. I was always nice to them, you know. Being mean to people doesn't get you anywhere.
It'll just make it worse.
Yeah. So I was polite, but the thing is, we read this one book. I forget what it's called, but it was a really crappy book. But the whole point of it was basically this rich lady who decides that she's going to live like a quote-unquote, she's going to live like a poor person. Uh-huh. So she just kind of like goes out into the world and tries to live like with a
I feel
really
like
low
I
budget.
remember people talking about this like at church, like because everyone in the youth group went to your school except for me and Faith.
Yeah. No, you're right, because you're right, because of this. Yeah. That statement was really confusing without being able to say locations. Anyway, so she made us read this book, but the problem with this book is that the main character, this lady, this real person, every decision she did was like the wrong decision.
I definitely remember this.
Like every decision she made was like purposely doing and putting herself in the worst she was purposely doing like shady jobs and doing things that would purposely put her in bad situations.
Yeah.
And everything she was doing was so BS to the point that I remember distinctly that there was an article where a high school student basically was like, screw you, your book's terrible, and literally decided to do everything that she was trying to do, but he like was 5,000% more successful than her because he just did the right things you're supposed to do.
He actually like was like intelligent about it.
Yeah, like he bought his food from the dollar store. He just did a bunch of intelligent, like, we don't have a lot of money, I'm going to save money and do whatever I can things. And he did okay. He did really nice. And he was like, he proved her wrong. Yeah. And I remember pointing this out in my class because we were supposed to, the teacher asked.
I think I remember you mentioning this.
The teacher asked, I just want to say this on video because this is one of my favorite stories.
She called you a sexist.
No, hold on.
What?
No, but see,
I'll beep it out.
I pointed this out to the teacher. And I said, hey, this story's crap, and this author is crap. She's terrible.
Awesome.
And you don't need to. And she calls me sexist.
Yeah, because that's what it is.
I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, I legitimately got angry and started yelling at her. Yeah. And I never did that in class, and she, like, immediately backed down. Yeah. I was like, excuse me? I literally said, like, what the fuck? Because, like... Yeah. And everyone in the class was like, are you... Like, everyone in the class was on my side.
Of course.
It's like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, I just don't like the book, and I think she's full of shit. It doesn't matter that she's a girl. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And, like, also, everyone else in the class, like, the only thing about public school, was that, like, you didn't know everybody, but, like, you knew of everybody because you all had kind of been around each other for years.
I knew everybody in my school pretty much.
Well, yeah, but that's
my school was tiny as fuck.
Yeah, exactly. But our school was bigger, but, like, everybody just kind of knew, like, hey, you know the name of that kid, and you know that kid's genuinely a good person, or you know that kid's generally a bad person. But, like, everybody in the school kind of knew I was generally okay and not that kind of person.
Yeah.
So they all just kind of looked at the teacher like, what in the fuck are you talking about? And, yeah, so that was one of my most amazing high school moments, and I was like... I made her apologize to me because it's like you can't. Well, I didn't make her do it, but it's like, you know, it was like you can't just say that and then like.
Also, I want to say this isn't related to that exactly, but how many like on average students were in a single grade?
Oh man, couple hundred.
I think I heard 300 once for one of them.
That's probably accurate.
That was about the size of, like, the populace of my school.
Oh my gosh.
Like, it would be, like, anywhere from 300 to 500, like, any, like, given year. I don't think it actually ever reached 500.
Oh my god.
But there were lockers in the, like, 600s or whatever, like, at the end of the hall near the art room that were never used. They had their, like, they still had the plastic, like
the seal?
The tie, like that, you know, the like white plastic that you cannot. They still had that on the handles.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
So yeah, like everyone knew everyone pretty much in that school, which is cool.
Like we weren't a huge public school, but we were big enough so that
you were definitely big compared to mine.
Oh yeah,
but yeah, I mean... Oh hi Nick.
Oh my god, no.
I forgot you were the one. Yoop. That's what he said.
But you know what's the worst part, Phoebe?
I hate to rain on your marmalade.
Thank you, because I would have missed that. Oh my god.
But Knack will huff and puff and blow your mouse down.
I hate this guy.
I love him
so much.
You can jive level 5. I fucking yoop combat.
Oh my god.
I fucking love Nick Knack.
Oh my god.
He is this guy.
Anyway.
Look at this guy.
Oh, that's actually pretty cool.
I love that I hate to rain on your marmalade.
Yeah, it's like, what does that even mean?
I love it. Okay, continue.
Anyway, so the worst part is my story is not even over because I was talking about in progression of my bad English teachers. So my last year of high school, I had probably the worst English teacher and possibly one of the worst teachers I've ever had in my life. I'm not going to say her name, obviously.
Yeah.
But she was the worst. She was literally, I kid you not, literally out to get me and my friends.
Oh,
and I'm not joking. She hated us.
Yeah. I remember that too.
She legitimately would, like, okay, here's a fun story.
Whoa.
My good buddy Friedrich, who's on my channel, he's been on my channel many times, had a big paper that was due. And he didn't finish it because he had a computer lab, he had to finish it. And he didn't have that computer lab until after the class. So he says, hey, can I hand this in after class? And she says, yeah. She says, when you're done, I'm going to be on my lunch period, so just slide it under my door. He says, okay. He does it. He slides it under her door. She says she never got the thing and fails him on that document. And it's like, you know what you did.
Yeah.
I legit got to a point where I started recording every single time I talked to her. and I would start showing people the recordings, and people were like, "Yeah, that's BS." Like, this lady legit hated us so much for no reason. We didn't do anything wrong. We didn't do anything mean. We just...
Did she know...
She just hated it.
Background? Religious background?
No.
Okay, because that would be a reason,
she just
but okay.
didn't like us. And, like, it's not like we didn't do our work or anything. Like, we did.
You guys were always really good students.
Yeah, especially Friedrich. Friedrich was a great
Friedrich
student.
definitely wouldn't ever, like... He would definitely be like that.
He's super smart.
Yeah.
But yeah, she hated our guts. So much so that, like, she just kept doing stuff to constantly try and screw us over. And, like, I caught her in a few of it, but, like, I could never do anything to, like, to the point of harassment, where, like, she literally had me go down to classes because, like after period, because she's like, "Oh, you failed this, or you need to redo this, or whatever." And it's like, "No, I didn't." And she's like, "Well, I'm going to use my authority to make you come down here anyway."
And
it's like,
you couldn't
come
do
on.
anything because, like, was it the teachers were like part of some sort of union or something? I think. Was it?
Yeah, she couldn't be fired because she's a part of the teacher union unless she did some kind of, like, illegal activity or, like, some kind of.
Wasn't there some dude, like one of the guy teachers that did very illegal things?
Oh God, I forgot until you mentioned that. Yeah, we had an absolutely crazy geography teacher who legitimately threw a laptop at a kid.
Jesus.
But that's not what got him fired. What got him fired is I think they caught him. I don't think he was actually doing something, but it was, like, really suspicious, so they had to fire him.
I don't know if it was him or some other teacher that I heard about something to do with like sexual harassment.
Yo, it was him. It was
him. Okay.
It was, yeah.
Yeah, you're.
I'll never forget the story of him throwing the laptop, though. That was amazing.
Your teachers were.
Hey, public school doesn't care about being good.
No, I know. Public school is shit.
You want to know how bad it was?
I'm glad I didn't go.
My buddy Friedrich, his father is a teacher, and his father has a master's degree and has all kinds of amazing. Like, his father's super smart, really cool guy.
I've
but
never met his father.
He's really cool. You'd probably think he's awesome. I actually had a conversation with him about, like, tabletop games because he used to make them when he was younger, which is awesome.
Nice.
Anyway, he is a professor. He should be a professor, but he tries to get work at the public school, but they just won't let him have, like, an actual, like, work job. He has, like, I forget what exactly he does, but it's not, like, an official, like, quote-unquote teaching job, if that makes any sense. And it's just like, public school don't care, man. Public school don't care at all.
No.
And the funniest thing is I probably didn't even have to go to public school, but that's fine. But that's a
like, when I have kids, they ain't going to public school.
No,
Fuck
son.
public school. I will homeschool them if I have to.
Dude,
cool, they can go to Mount Lava Doom or whatever the fuck. It was lava something, I don't remember.
They're all so happy. I mean, in the end, it is good. I finished high school, which is good, because, I mean, if you have...
It's a bit on the chubby side.
Thank you, Phoebe.
Anyway.
If you have, like, a high school diploma, like, you should probably have that in case you're like, where I am right now isn't working out and I need to do something else.
No, it's not. Wait, no, I want this one.
But,
It's tall and skinny.
Yeah, so
apparently,
I don't know.
you
I'm
can't...
saying stuff that's probably not super smart.
Okay,
but...
so I remember up until, like, this year, also the first one is just, like, these ones have, like, it's, like, on the chubby side, it's tall and skinny. This one's just, it's an idol. But, I remember, like, you know, if people were dropouts or failed out of high school or whatever, they could get, and they obviously didn't have their diploma, they could take a test to get a GED.
Take a GED, yeah.
But
I actually,
this year or so, this past year, I don't know, but they changed that. You can no longer get a GED to count as your high school diploma. You just can't.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, you can't, and you can't do a test to get like your high school diploma or anything. You're just fucked.
That sucks.
You're just fucked.
It's just forcing you to go through it.
Yeah, and like people who just can't do high school, like, because there are people that just can't.
Yeah.
Why,
Oh, it's a police officer. I got scared. Is his back messing up?
I don't really know. Probably. But yeah, so you can't get a GED for that stuff anymore. I don't even know if you can get a GED in general anymore. Which is just awful.
If that's accurate, that sucks.
Because I remember, because my friend, like, I was talking to them about it, because they almost had to, like, didn't get through high school, for reasons, which I won't go into. But, like, they did, but they're in college now, which is cool. But, yeah, so I was like, can't you just get your GED, if anything? And they're like, no, can't do that anymore. I'm like, well, fuck.
Yeah, because that's like...
Yeah,
like, that's like the biggest out. Like, a lot of actually really smart people would just be like, screw it, I know what I need to know, and they just go do that, and then they're done.
Yeah,
anyway.
Read this. let's get back to the game.
Yeah, back to the game. Sorry to get so heavy.
Yeah, we'll do this, we'll go through this, and then we'll call it with the episode.
Okay. Once again, sorry for getting so heavy, everyone, but,
it happens.
I don't know. That's what happens on Let's Plays. We talk about butts, and we say fuck a lot, and then we get really heavy.
To talk about butts. Anyway, read.
Someday.
Read.
Sorry. Sorry to drag you down here, Georgie, my boy, but there's something I must ask of you. You see, Rosie has been kidnapped. Can you put, like, the stereotypical, like, stinger over that?
Maybe. Oh.
Okay.
I like that shaky zoom in.
Yeah. We got a letter from the kidnappers. Let me read it. Bring the idols to the park area dock. I know you've been spending a long time with Rosie.
That's all the message.
Yeah. Do you know anything about these idols they mentioned? Because we don't know anything about them at all. We're a bit at a loss, lad. But why would they send the police the... It's a little close. You're a little close. Anyway, Georgie, thank you for your time. Sorry about... What was the police officer about? What was that about?
Probably, like, a little report. Or some shit's going on.
I wonder what will happen if Rosie... If nobody takes the idol... Take the idols to the park... Did you get it? Did you get the... Did you...
We'll do that in the next episode.
Yes,
we'll save
Rosie. I'll save Rosie.
Sit in this.
You can't.
Look at that. Look at that portrait. Is this a window?
The nameplate reads Captain Bull.
Is this a window?
That's a really good question.
I guess it's a window? It's just... Anyway, alright. Bye, guys.
Okay.
I hope you enjoyed this weird episode.
Yeah, this weirdly, like, heavy and emotional episode. Have a good day, everybody.
Bye.
Stay in school.
Don't go to public school. Public school is shit.
Go to... You know what? Just get some chocolate or something. I don't know.
Bye, guys.
Bye!